Hi, friends. Hello, friends. Oh, man. Back again. Atlanta. Where are we? Season 3, episode 5. Cancer attack gets a cancer attack. What a wild thing to say. What a wild thing to say. What a wild thing for a child to go through. A cancer attack. Mm. Welcome to tonight's dissection. I go live every Monday only on patreon.com/JustLatasha. Who is JustLatasha? Me, she, her, pronouns, okay? I am here hosting the dissection for you. What is a dissection? It is a full review recap mixed with filmmaking elements. As a screenwriter, I've studied film, know how to pair the visuals against the story being told. And so we are going to use all of it, the characters, the wardrobes, the colors, the set, the lighting, to expand the story that we saw on Atlanta. I'm really excited about this season. I feel like the audience is split right down the middle, but here we are. I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying the story. They went darker, sharper, wittier, more abstract in the story itself. Every time I get on Twitter, people are like, what's even going on? So I be feeling special because I'm like, I understand. I know what's going on. And that is the essence of this show. I want to expand and dive into what I believe are the themes and the hidden meanings and all of that going on. So I'm so excited for tonight. I also do want to remind you, for anyone new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Please leave some comments, dive into the show with us, think out loud with us. I ain't no expert, okay? I ain't in that writer's room. But I'm just an avid fan who thoroughly enjoys the show. So if you guys would like to access the live, we are here with the live chat as well with my people. Shout out to my patrons. You can join for $5 or catch the rewatch when it goes public every Thursday and every last Wednesday of the month on Patreon. I have a brand new show called Live with Latasha where I break down the month's largest stories privately with my patrons that will never go public for the $15 and higher tier. We talked about Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, of course, Will Smith, infamous Oscar slap last month, Beyonce performing and opening the show, what it meant for Black women. And really dove in Chica with her mental health issues that she faced last month. I hope she is okay. So we're going into more topics this month. Live with Latasha. It'll happen Wednesday, April 27th, 7 p.m. EST. Join that tier. Access the show. Join me live. Let's talk about it. Let's see who we got in the chat. Starting off, my good guys. A-Bar-T with the first comment. What up? What up, mama? Trini boy. Yo, Damien be holding me down. First of all, you get a special shout out tonight, Damien, because we're gonna come back to what we was talking about on Instagram. We're gonna come to that tonight, okay? Yes, hearts up in the chat, hit the thumbs up if you're on YouTube, hit the like, share it, do all that. Record me, post me on the socials, do all of that. All right? Immediately. I saw this comment before I hit the live button. I was already laughing. Immediately. The Woods and Teddy Perkins is probably my all-time favorite Atlanta episodes. Like, please. Cancer attack. It's a cancer. Nicki Minaj. I'm trying to recreate the Nicki Minaj song that she had. It was bad, but I liked it at the time when it was out. It was very like 2013 music. It was very strange. I don't know. Hello, y'all. What's up, Siege? Welcome. I see all my people in here tonight. Deandra, what's goody? I'm excited to talk with y'all tonight. Okay, so let's do Atlanta because there's so much to talk about as usual. You know what it is. We doing it. It's happening. We definitely doing it. Okay. Let's start with some visuals. So we remember episode 1, how it established the thematic foundation of what we'd be discussing about how whiteness sort of invades Blackness, how it haunts Blackness, how it drowns Blackness, and we just out here trying to maneuver through the muck of it, right? And so as we are here, episode 5, Cancer Attack, they are playing on that very first visual with their very first visual. We have the white road invading the Black Sea. Conversely to going down this backstage concert hall in a, where were they? It starts with a B. Totally forgot. But there are opposing colors. You have the white road and the Black Sea, and now you have the black hallway with the white walls. Same exact conflict, just a flipped, inverse mirror image, right? It don't go over none of our heads, I'm sure, that this concert is happening on the water. It's happening at a dock. And even when we open up the episode, Ern's voice is muffled. He sounds like he's underwater. Even though he's coming through a radio, we understood that audio theme throughout the episodes where somebody sounds muffled. It sounds like they're drowning in underwater. So as we dive into tonight, how are these Black men drowning? How is it happening? Now, y'all didn't know who it was off the first shot? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We went from this, look to the left, look to the left, how it's a streamline between a white wall, or even how the road is a white road in the Black Sea, to this. Structurally, those are the same thing. It's sort of like this. I was trying to figure out how to describe this tonight because I really do need to. I really do need to make this clear. So the road, for instance, is black, white, black. And then the concert hall is white, black, white. So then when you have socks in the middle, you have black, white, black. Does that make sense? There's such a better way to say it. And I ain't got it tonight, but I got everything else. That was the first clue for me. The fact that they laid out visually that color theme, but using people, right? Socks standing directly between Darius and Paperboy. What did I have here? Yep. It's the same thing. Visually, it's the same thing. How he is invading blackness the same way this white road is invading the sea of blackness. And Socks also invites Paperboy to the strip club. And we, as Black folk watching the show, and everyone else, but we understood as Paperboy did not have a good time with these European strippers. He ended up in jail when he didn't even do anything. So even the fact that Socks is like asking this question, that means he's so oblivious to what causes these people harm, what causes Black people harm, right? Oh, let me mute. And so Darius, as his Black friend, knows that Al don't want to go to no strip club out here no more. We learned our lesson. We're good. Socks doesn't. And why is Socks here? You seen it. You seen it. QTNA. Why is Socks here? Because he did a lot in episode 3? You did a lot in episode 3. So the fact that he's even hanging out says who? Fellas, we have to have some discernment. We gotta have some discernment around here, please. I hope they ain't paying for his plane tickets. Like, I don't know. Thank you, Budapest. I was like, where are they again? I could not remember. QTNA. Don't know. Oh, Band was good. That was brilliant. I can't. So let's dive back in. We are talking about the water. We are talking about each of our beloved characters confirmed drowning, right? Because Ern came in with that muffled sound. He has a blue pass, which represents the water. Darius with the blue map. Paperboy with his blue phone. They are confirmed drowning. First of all, Paperboy giving the cancer baby Henny White. Take that with you. Why? His parents let him. He's got enough on his plate. he's got enough on his plate, Al. Damn, all right. So the fact that I really liked to see how consumed Darius was with this map, because he's like, we can go on adventures, we can discover things, we could find out. They're like, nah, nah. And I don't know if he's getting lost in the water. I don't know if he's trying to find his way out. I don't know if he's making do with where he is, you know? Like, this is where we at. Let's just find the fun of it. Because he does have like that childlike innocence to him where he finds the brightness in dark spaces. That's very Darius. So the fact that he's holding on to this map, I'm like, symbolically, like, what do it mean? What do it mean? But Lakeith Stanfield in that Gucci sweater. And I like the way he keep wearing the same one, because we got some bread, but we don't got bread. But that blonde hair and them painted nails and that Gucci sweater. Let me get back on track. I'm so sorry. Let me get back on track. But Darius is the one to inform everyone that they say this place is haunted. With the whole theme of Atlanta, we're talking about the dead. We're talking about ghosts. We're talking about hauntings. So let's find that in tonight's episode. So a really beautiful moment between Al and Ern, where Ern hands Al a big, what color? Red towel. Red often symbolizing danger, wounds, pain, stop, trauma. He hands Al a big red towel. So I'm wondering, Ern had this red towel first and then handed it off to his cousin Paperboy. In the history, well, presently, Ern barely exists here because he's drowning, pun intended, he's drowning himself in work, because historically he has failed Al. He has failed himself. He has failed his parents. He has failed Van. So now he wants to be the solution. He wants to be the answer. He wants to be absolutely valuable to his family. But these two men can't even have a conversation anymore. They don't just kick it. It's all about work. Where did their bond go? So in passing this wound, did they have to exchange each other in order to achieve this dream? What is Ern's wound that he handed off to Al? In him needing to be the guy that handles absolutely everything, is he trying to earn love with his family, right? And in order for him to be this guy who handles everything, he has to put Paperboy quite literally and figuratively in a position to be robbed. Al got his phone stolen backstage. He had to put him in a position where he's being robbed in way more ways than one. Also, Van is physically gone, but Ern is emotionally gone. Like, him as a person doesn't exist. He's only present to solve problems. That's the end all be all of Ern, right? So when Al accepts this wound, he takes this big red towel. I started to wonder, what wound does Al have? And Ern said something in the beginning of this episode. He goes, anyone have eyes on Paperboy? AKA, can anyone see Paperboy? And historically in this series, Paperboy is internally and eternally alone. So very alone. And I love that Darius did the DMX prayer for Al before he about to hit the stage, right in front of all them bodies. You know, do that DMX, the angel fighting his own demons. What up, Christine? Yeah. What up, Christine? Ern was very robotic and soulless. We talked about, wasn't that your point? Episode 3? Did he have to sell his soul? How did Van say it's okay to let go? How did a theme of death meet Ern? Episode 3, by the pool. Ern was very robotic and soulless in this episode. It feels like he already sold his soul, especially with White Ernest dying last episode. like a zombie, like the Walking Dead. Oh, I don't know what happened between season 2 and 3, but Paperboy is way more soft to Earn. He was so mean to him in the past. I've asked that question as well. It's like, because I know that they did a timeline jump because of the pandemic and they want to be like present in the world. They want the universe to be like now. But I would love to see that conversation. That's a huge conversation that we missed. What was that healing? What was that journey? So I think it did kind of happen in the finale of season 2 when they were on a plane. Like Paperboy was beating his ass, but also being like, thank you. This is exactly why I need you. And it wasn't a lot, but it was like a lot of weight was behind it because you the person that would make that kind of move for me. If you guys saw, so Earn accidentally in season 2, the finale, Earn accidentally brings his uncle's golden gun, this loaded gun, to the airport. Earn dumps it off on Clark County to protect himself, to protect Paperboy, even though Clark County is giving them this opportunity. Clark County dumps it off on his own manager, his own team, who's been putting him on to great opportunities the whole season 2, dumped on his manager. So the fact that even in their losing, Earn would make that decision, clean it up by any means necessary. Paperboy was like, I saw that shit you did, but that's exactly why I still need you here. Like, you know the deal. Don't play. But I would have loved to like see that. It didn't slip on me that the guy backstage made sure to check out Earn's pass, but a white dude walked right past him. The way that happens, and it makes these microaggressions, it makes me so mad because y'all do that. Even when Earn has power, even when he's calling the shots, even when he's the guy in charge, y'all treating him like he's the bottom of the totem pole. When you are at the bottom of the totem pole, security guard, it's you. You tried to flex to the guy who's like running all of this right now. We got to get back on track. Okay. Let's meet the crazed fan Wiley, who invades Paperboy's space and does the introduction for Al on his own. Nobody asked him. Wiley is standing right in the middle between the fisherman and the open road from episode 1. Noticing the colors on Wiley: blue, water, red, danger, and the white lights behind him. Who else had on that red, white, and blue? The birthplace of America. Good old racism. The white fisherman who led and caused the black man to drown. So this white fisherman is Ernest, who died in the last episode. But y'all, the way he's haunting, the way he went absolutely nowhere, the way his presence is still very much felt. The theater is haunted just as this fisherman is haunted. It's the same exact conflict, the same exact thing. So if they in the boat, that water is rising. You see that blue on the wall? See how they sinking? So if you're in the boat and you're sinking and you're still haunted by White Earn, the white fisherman, who's driving? Who's driving? Now that was clue number 2 for my dissectors. Boy, when they showed me this, I said, oh, it's that nigga. It's him. Who's driving the boat? You shifty. You're not making eye contact, and you the only one here that's not in the water. Now, even when he was their getaway driver in episode 3, you see all that blue behind him. Where's he taking you? To hell? hypothesized the color yellow Socks had as yellow represents blackness somehow, because the color themes here are black and white, and it's also red, white, and blue for America. And then yellow mixed in between there because we're talking about how blackness can maneuver all of these spaces, right? And just like that white road on the sea, just like, Craze fan Wiley, and just like he was the getaway driver, he's invading blackness, he's invading their space, he's taking space, right? So there's a twin theme going on in tonight's episode as well. There's sort of like this symmetry, and you see the number 11. Also note it's the number 11 across multiple episodes to represent this mirror imaging, this twin symmetry. And I was still kind of trying to fine tune that answer. I think they're making it a bit more clear in tonight's episode, but we'll get into that. But you can see behind Wiley's uncle, there's two numbers on the wall. There's a 4 and a 2, which is a 6. And I believe there is now I can't see. A 3 and a 2, which equals 5. So 5 and 6 is 11. So they snuck that in there real sneaky like. But there's sort of this gridlock on whiteness. Even as, these characters are moving through these bricked halls, these white bricked halls, there's sort of like this cage of whiteness, right? And so Ern suspects that Wiley, the crazed fan, is the one that took Al's phone. And his uncle has no idea where he is, what he does, who he is, hadn't seen him in about 10 years, and still protects him. Oh, gang. Always giving gang. Still protects him. So when I'm thinking of this twin meaning and this mirror imaging, is it that things are not always what they appear, or is it that they're exactly the same? Even in this office, you guys can see there's like two beam lights looking very symmetrical. There's two cabinets that look like the number 11. And have some fun with this episode. Revisit it. Catch all the little twin mirror themes. It's been happening throughout the season. But tonight, they was on it. All right? I also noticed something about Darius as these men are in the water. Ooh, Darius. Enlightened. Darius, will you save them? Are you the way, the truth, and the light? Darius, will you save them? With his map, trying to discover something, trying to go on an adventure, trying to get out. And I also noticed that Darius is the only one in white while everyone else is in black. So if you're drowning, that white road could be your escape. It could be your death, or it could be your salvation. Because the white lesbian moms were using it as a death. But if you could just get to the road, it might be a salvation. So Darius is sitting here, the only one enlightened in that white sweater, in this sea of blackness. I was like, what are we giving Darius? Come save us. Because historically with Darius now, his sort of intelligence has kind of been like aloof and like purposeless. It's like he's the guy that knows things and conspiracy theories, and like you don't have to take his ideas seriously. It was a comedic effect. What if it's like useful now? Right? Even, if things aren't as they appear, even possibly getting Al into trouble by not allowing him to back up his music. Maybe this is still some sort of you ain't see till you saw. And the number 11, as this show really is using a lot thematically, represents spiritually the path to enlightenment. So seeing Darius being the only one sitting under this light while everyone else is drowning, it was just like, I like it. So now it's all this gaslighting going on, right? because that's what white people do. That's how they protect themselves. That's how they protect each other. They got to make you not believe what's actually going on. So, in trying to find their phone, Ern and Al call the crazed fan Wiley, who's pretending, what show? I don't even know what show you're talking about. Paperboy? Who? You know who? Because you was just on stage 15 minutes ago. You know who. And then he pretends like he's under attack. Did you just kind of say something to me? I'm sorry, I go into white woman when I go into like, so you're saying something to me? No. I'm saying something to you because you did something to me. So you have Wiley, who's like really regressing from this entire situation, versus Socks, who's doing way too much. It's giving guilt. It's giving guilt, baby. It's giving guilt. And like he did in episode 3 with Darius, he is escalating the conflict under the guise, of course, of a solution. The ops, the cops, the ops, right? We have Socks standing right in between this pathway backstage, which looks identical to the white road. And so as he's wearing this yellow hat, as he's invading the blackness of Ern, Al, and Darius, he tells White Wiley, I am the white Liam Neeson. Baby, wait. Bring it back. Come back here. Y'all all white. Y'all are all white. Even later in the episode, he goes, I could kill this knee. Where do you think you are? What do you think is going on? Where do you think you are? Where do you think you are, please? Oh, Christine, how I've missed you. Oh, shit. Wow, that was profound. That was profound. I kept screaming throughout the episode at Socks, bro, why are you here? I don't know how he got in the door. I don't know like what had happened. What is going on? At the close of episode 3, when Socks surprises the group as their driver, notice how he continues to drive the mayhem. Hello? Mia, where you been? Welcome, mama. Welcome to the room. Yo, Mia's fire. Yeah. Driving to hell. Driving beneath the waters. Driving to drown. Yes. Yes. And Darius is Socks' only friend, so he'll need to be the one to take him out. Darius equals Messiah, Socks, Antichrist. The devil himself, the demons. Hold on to this thought, because I'm going to tie this one up at the end. You hold on to that thought. Everybody pin this. I feel so bad for Darius. I wish there was a post-credit scene of him on his adventure solo. It is not safe outside. Darius, come in the house and stand right next to me. Get behind me. No, don't. Okay. But also, Lakeith Stanfield in tonight's episode and Brian Tyree Henry in this episode, they look damn good. I'm brilliant as fuck, but I'm still a woman. She got needs. Them gold chains on Paperboy. When he bum rushed that kid, take him out. I just Damien, we could just fight. We could just fight. I brought you into this world. I'll take you out. Hey, Marcy, I like them thick now. We eating. Okay. And let's get back. So I love Darius's the one-liners in this episode. He had me LOLing. He was like, that's how they track you. Come on, you know better than that. Just the way he like delivers each line. Pookie, stay fucking up. Darius was on this episode. So good. So good. I love the way he delivers each and every line. Okay, let's buckle up. Let's turn our brains on. Let's do it. So we got to talk about Wiley. We got to talk about how getting in trouble by his favorite rapper is a dream. We got to talk about how he's the one who potentially has done wrong, but he's the one with all the power. They're trying to come to him and speak his language and trying to get up under him. When he don't run nothing, he don't do nothing. Like, who is he? But still sitting here and being here and causing disruption and conflict, he holds all of the power. How he pretends to relate emotionally to Paperboy, like Socks. How he pretends to be, I'm right there with you. See, Wiley's feelings don't fit and Socks' feelings don't fit. And I hate when they be trying to be down. You're not down. You look foolish, white Liam Neesons. Y'all look foolish. Braids and all. He also does this really conniving, slimy thing to earn. Oh, it's nasty. Where he calls out and pretends to understand Earn's battle with his identity to blackness in proximity to whiteness. Who are you talking to? Donald, are you tracking yourself again? I'd be impressed if you were. Is this a self-drag again? Because I know this was a big part of your journey. You know, some podcaster interviewed me and he respected me as intelligent. He respected himself as being intelligent and he put our intelligence on the same caliber, which I don't know the guy, maybe. But he did this thing where he was just like, yeah, and like, you know, black people didn't really like take to us because we're smart, right? And I was like, that's not my tea. One of these things is not like the other. I've been down. I've been gang. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't relate. But Wiley does something so insidious here where he drives just a little bit of doubt and division between he and Al. You don't fit in this team. But he's just curious. I'm just asking questions. Oh. That was nasty. That was nasty work. That was nasty work. And so we understand by the end of the episode that Wiley is not guilty, but he's using all of this time. He's taking all of this time to haunt them, to drive this nastiness between this group who we really kind of don't even know their foundation right now as friends and family. It's not looking good. It's playing nice on the surface, but it's on a weak foundation. So for him to drive that little bit of doubt and separate them, so when I saw this moment where Earn playing good cop hands Wiley a red Coke, is he also passing a wound? Is he passing a wound. So let's talk about the phone. Why is this phone so important? You was willing to kill me over it. Yeah, we was gonna turn that ass into a ghost. it was given dead, okay? This phone is so important because for the past 7 months, Paperboy had writer's block. And we don't talk enough about the fear that happens when you actually succeed and achieve your dream and goal. A lot of us can relate to trying to get there. That's the hustle. We all know that, but getting there? So now you have to be this thing that you've been asking for? Oh. So for Paperboy, this whole success thing really feels like a trap instead of the liberation he had hoped it would be. And the fact that being a rapper was probably one of very few options he had to try to get free. So the fact that in the end it turns into this cage for him internally. And he says when he was on the dock, when he was on the water, that's where he found his music again. And he referred to himself in third person as if he wasn't him. There was a separation of identity. He wasn't him. But for once in so long, he has found fun. He has found salvation. Now, when we saw that black fisherman in episode 1, not realizing he was drowning with that monster he was with in the boat, and all these black hands grabs him, we asked together here in the dissection as a family, was he being saved or was he being harmed? So for Paperboy to find his music again on the water, where a lot of our folks lie, was the black fisherman meeting ghosts? Were they haunting him? Were they saving him? And so you have white people who are passively stealing from Al. They're stealing his phone. They're stealing his labor because they can. And they're just having fun. And they wanted to try a thing and they just want to be here. But their fun is our detriment. It shakes our entire lives. And they're just, oh. I would have been a ride or die chick here. I would have tore the whole backstage up. Like if my man were Paperboy, Socks ain't seen nothing yet. Because Socks don't even know what to be mad at. That's why he's off. Okay? Oh, I would know what to be mad at. Everybody outside. I'm talking to him. Ooh, the growth I've seen in Paperboy since season 1 was culminated in this episode. Wiley probably went on Reddit that night gagging at him successfully trolling Paperboy. Oh, it would be a fire thread. It would be a fire story. It really would. The best I could come up with was that Socks and that kid were going through Al's phone together, bonding over their almost fanatic attachment to Al. Then threw the kid under the bus. I'm going to talk about Socks and this kid in a minute. That's another pinned comment. That's another pinned comment. I kept wondering the entire episode, was the loss of Paperboy's phone really the loss of his voice? Oh, shit. We're going to talk about it. Damn. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wiley saying that Earn doesn't speak with the same Southern dialect as Paperboy and talking white. I just, period. Like, Hands rated E for everybody, okay? Lesson, back up that phone, I guess. What up, Elaine? Pasty, greasy ass Wiley. Do I teach y'all this? Pasty, greasy ass Wiley and his mind games is driving me mad. Let's continue our conversation on Wiley. Let's continue to see where this boy is at. Y'all are funny. Wiley mentions during this conversation, this lockdown, that people just want to be seen. Doesn't matter what for. And I thought of the characters and back to Mia's point where maybe Al losing his phone was him losing his voice. And I'm thinking about how we sort of been having this theme of lost identity, right? Because Van lost her luggage, episode 3. She couldn't see herself. Ern can't see Paperboy. Paperboy's trying to connect to him, and Ern's just solving problems. And Ern is performing this hyper visibility so he can have value to his family. And then I ask, can Darius see? Does Darius see? In his sort of detachment from everything, does he actually see? And back even to episode 1, where the white fisherman, Ernest, told the black fisherman, being white blinds you. Both Socks and Wiley are too consumed with themselves, their own desires, that they censor themselves and cause conflict for this black group. It's just all about you. You are the standard. It's what you want, what you think is right, what you're going to take, how you're going to ease your way in to what it took years for black people to build. You can't even see yourself. You can't even see yourself. So shout out to Damien, Trini Boy in the chat, who hit me up on Instagram, because if I don't say this now, he going to beat my ass. Okay, let's talk about the crane. Wiley presents a crane that he made for Al. And Damien brought up this point to me on Instagram. He's like, gotta talk about the crane. So a crane symbolizes beauty, harmony, and grace, and it represents positive change. In African spirituality, the whiteness of the crane's feathers symbolize purity. What color is that crane? In African spirituality, the whiteness of a crane's feathers symbolizes purity. In many parts of Europe, cranes are the foreshadowers of death. And every episode we've seen this season thematically points to death, literally and figuratively points to death. This is a gift Wiley is giving Paperboy. A black crane. Made out of Paperboy's concert poster. So if Socks drove them to the water, Wiley's wearing this blue sweater, he is the water. And they working in tandem, both sides of these men. Both sides of these men. Yeah. Thematically, metaphorically, I don't believe we're going to lose any characters. Metaphorically. So we're going to think about how death can apply to Paperboy as it applied to Ern in episodes 3 and 4. Someone commented that Wiley was actually Al's subconscious of what he really wants internally as far as music. I went back and rewatched Wiley's scenes, and I think that's correct. Yeah, let's talk. Y'all are on it. Like, y'all are brilliant fire. Like, y'all are on. Let's talk. Christine? Yes. Let's talk. Because Paperboy and Wiley both light a fire. Again, with the themes of twin mirror imaging, the number 11, the opposing colors, black and white, just like that open road from episode 1, just like the concert hall from this episode, the inverted colors of black and white. And Wiley somehow seems omnipresent. He doesn't have the phone. He didn't have the phone. He was telling the truth. He didn't have the phone, but he knows all somehow. Like a ghost, haunting, seeing all. Physical not even needed. And instead of saving Paperboy, where he hears Paperboy's story, why he needs this phone so bad. Instead of saving Paperboy, maybe giving him something that could help, he stole his emotion instead, colonized it, so he can get ahead with his own music. And just like Christine said, Wiley represents the subconscious of Al's internal wound. Wiley calls himself lonely. That is Paperboy's eternal wound. He is lonely. He is all alone. So when we saw Earn pass Wiley that Coke, you are handing Al's wound directly to Wiley. You fed him on accident. You gave him a piece of Paperboy's wound. Oh, God. And you trying to do good. This is the mirror image of episode 1, where the black mother was like, if you don't stop dancing in school and acting up, they will kill you. Matter of fact, get out my house. Here, since you want to act up, get out my house, in good faith and good intention, just to like get you together real quick. You accidentally took somebody's life, somebody that belongs to you. How did I, by accident, extend to you death? So then Wiley has a song. There's a fire. I can see the smoke rising. The ocean blooms. They see the tide is turning. I swear I saw the other side. I don't need no more. I don't want no more. Can they win? Can they win this game? And where is death looming? Where is death? How do they escape? How do they get out of this white cage? In order to kill Socks and Wiley, in order to save themselves from drowning, will their dream have to die? And so I think back to Van, the way she killed Tupac, the musician, by accident. She might have killed the music, not her, not to blame her, but she might have extended that death to Earn, saying the same words she said to Tupac as he died. It's okay. It's okay. Let go. It's okay. To where Earn comes back soulless, hands the wound all around to Al, to Wiley, to everybody. It's okay. The lyrics say, you were my mirror, my best friend. We used to be the same, but now my hero's gone and left me here to play this evil game. I swear I saw the other side. I don't need no more. I don't want more of you. Where's death? Where is death? I think we all on the same page. I think we are all on the same page. And to think about how several celebrities have tried with all their might to chase the dream and they get it and they don't want it no more. It's not what they thought it was. Doja Cat is quite literally going through this. The fact that they wrote this 2 years ago and we're talking about these artists having to kill their music in order to save themselves, to where Doja Cat today is saying, y'all can have it. I'm going to finish out these contracts. I'm not making music no more. This was her dream. Y'all can have it. She's going to go save herself now. Whew. Just like Socks did to Darius in episode 3, appropriating our stuff for your own interest. The way Wiley is taking on Paperboy's wounds and conflicts when it's not his own. And not even just taking it, but escalating it, okay? When he busted out that guitar, I expected Wiley's Elliot from Euphoria moment to be him covering one of Paperboy's songs with absolutely zero flavor. And I almost thought it was something off the mixtape that he was acousticing. But he essentially, it's his song, but he uses all of Al's consciousness to create it, Elvis. All of Al's consciousness to create it. Wiley's song was a bop. I tear it up a bit. It was a good song. That's what gets me so mad. It was a good song. And he sound good too. He sound good too. Yes, when Al went on stage, that was definitely another Childish Gambino creation for the song. I was like, come on, y'all voices do not even match. Brian Tyree Henry was like, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. So Wiley is seen by Paperboy, but still no one sees Paperboy. Not even Wiley, who got a big confession from him that no one else has heard. And Wiley was the one who was supposed to be the one confessing. And he didn't. So trying to prove white people are doing you harm, trying to prove it and make it real, it's chasing a ghost. It's relentless, it's endless, and you have to fight and prove and fight and prove. And so Paperboy's alone. In the beginning and in the end. And it's so weird because in the beginning, Earn tells Al he's dehydrated, he should drink more water. Did he drown? Did he kill the music by accident? Did he drown? Because even in this opening shot, Al is sitting here with like breathable, open exits, looking like those white roads, right? Like he could leave if he wants to, but then by the end of it, when he's given his all and got nothing in return, he's closed in. He's trapped. So we see Al smoke again, this time next to Socks, the flame of the blunt matching the yellow on Socks' head, pointing at the fire, wearing this red jacket, embodying the wound this time, taking it all in. To where it's revealed, Socks stole Al's phone the whole time, similar to how the white man Marshall passively stole a cookie. I just stole it. That theft, the weight of that theft. Socks steals Al's phone, right? We can see Socks has a mirror reflection on the tour bus. Even when he sits on the bus, they get on the bus and they drive off. At the very end, his head is hidden. We have a secret identity. We don't know the other intentions that Socks has. And Socks didn't do any of the labor to get here. We didn't even check his credentials. Is he even really the driver? But reaps all of these benefits passively, just passively stealing, taking, under the guise of help and salvation. But the gold phone mirrors that cookie that Marshall had in the last episode. And Al's phone in the beginning was blue and now it's gold. From water to fire. And according to Wiley's song, this may create positive tides. This may do it. It looks dooming, but from turning from drowning water to the burning of fire, it might be the fight back, especially on the opposite half of the season now. So I'm just wondering, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm hoping it's a good thing because he changed the case. So last but not least, our girl had to make an appearance in this show. Van texts Earn at what time, y'all? 11. She's his mirror. She is his mirror image because the more present he is, the more she disappears. It's sort of like these opposing factors, right? Just like the opening shot of this episode compared to episode 1, these opposing colors happening. So Van is sort of acting as Earn's eternal mirror. He's present but emotionally gone. She's physically gone and also emotionally gone as well. So I'm thinking of who's playing on these opposite ends, right? Because you have Van versus Earn and you have Wiley versus Paperboy. So does that leave, Khaled said in the chat earlier, does that leave Socks versus Darius? The dark versus the light? The conflict versus the solution, the real solution? Because Socks bothered Darius first. So maybe he might, and he didn't solve that problem. Darius didn't solve that original problem. Would he solve this one? And the gag is that these are all good white people. Like these are them. These are everyday white people that just be messing us up. And when we trying to say something is wrong, no one's listening. And it's just you and your gang trying to solve it all yourself. Trying to prove it right, trying to save yourselves, trying to keep your head above water in this cage of whiteness when they're taking you and expanding the conflicts that they are causing. Oh, I know it all too well. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Callie, what's up, baby? Welcome. He's a thespian. He will not be rapping in this show. By the end of the season, Socks need his ass beat straight up. Let's just throw hands. Is Van still in London or is she in Budapest? I don't think she's still following them since it's been days since Earn heard from her. Great question, but it's going to be a Van and Earn episode next week. This week, it comes out Thursdays. So we'll see. He's finally going to catch up with her, and she gets into a violent scuffle with a white woman. So, best of luck to your girl. Van and Earn's relationship since season 1 has been up and down, but I have no doubt that they care for each other. I wish they would make a decision, and I want to see Van's new boyfriend. I want to see who she's dating, who was also not around. He's like a ghost. Van, it's funny how the tables turn. Now it's you running after me. I know I did not deliver that right. I'm fully aware of that. My bad. I need Socks exposed and booted from their group. Maybe it would be fitting if Darius was the one to do it. I want to see Darius like do something. Darius is always down for the shenanigans. Like he's with them while they make decisions. I want to see Darius like do something in that Gucci sweater. Ugh. This is why they needed Tracy to come along, because he would have beat some ass and got that phone found. I think she will be. Something crazy is really going to happen next week, and it gets physical. So I'm like, what's this going to be? Hearts up in the chat before we get out of here. Thank you guys so much. I go live here to Dissect Atlanta every Monday, 6 p.m. EST on patreon.com/JustLatasha. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell your thoughts in the chat as well. Please share this content. It helps me so much as a creator. Next Wednesday, is it next Wednesday? Where are we at? The last Wednesday of the month, April 27th, I'm doing my new show, Live for Latasha, breaking down the biggest topics in Black culture of the month, going live for an hour. It will not go public. Join that tier. Join me live. See the topics. Come chit chat with me. Whole new brand show. Very exciting. I am on Twitter, JustLatasha404. I am on Instagram at JustLatasha. And if you guys want to see some of my scripts, some of my work, some of my goings on, some of my productions, JustLatasha.com. I thank you guys so much. Thank you to all my patrons who are here with me live. Thank you to all the patrons who will be watching this afterwards. And thank you to everyone catching the rewatch on the general watch, youtube.com/JustLatasha every Thursday when this is released to the general public. I love you. I thank you. Hearts up in the chat. We leaving. We up out of here. Thank you guys for being brilliant and funny and amazing. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Let's see. Last point. Van was a ghost in this episode, physically, emotionally, psychologically, ghosting Ern. Yes. Even Ern's name is like reminiscent of the dead, like Ern, like you bury your dead in the urn. Yeah. So it's all of that. I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. All right. It was fun. See y'all later. Bye.